you join me in the trenches for a long-awaited workout. After nearly a month of silence, this is my first video put back onto YouTube. I've been working in the background, training, career, other things. So this is the first video back of the Trenches series. The first exercise is slightly different to what I usually perform. Usually I perform with a vertical pulling exercise, such as a lat pull down, or a sort of variation of pull down. However, for the last 5 or 6 back workouts, I have begun with a cable row, seated cable row, with this V handle grip. Usually with a pull down movement, it takes me at least 3 sets to get the back activated and to feel the muscles. It only takes one light warm-up set with this cable row to immediately feel the back working. Therefore, I deduce that it is more effective to begin my workouts with this pulling exercise. I still train with this high-intensity outlook on training. However, I've got to remember that I'm still mortal, I'm still natural, and that going to absolute failure and beyond failure isn't always effective, especially on natural joints where I don't take any PEDs. So this last set is a drop set. I go near enough the full stack, drop down a couple of kilo and keep going until I get this nasty pump. I should have potentially gone for more reps on the heavier sets here, as when I got down to my lightest set I thought I could go for absolute reps here. However, I could feel the rear deltoid moan here. Not a very good exercise to begin the workout with, because I could immediately feel the exercise hitting the muscles. And it's a very good lesson here that I've learnt. If you don't feel the muscles activated and you don't feel the purpose or the reason why you're doing the exercise, cut it out and come back to it later. For ages and ages I hated extensions for the triceps with an easy bar, the French press or the skull crusher. However, now I've started to reinvent it, readjust it, and now I can feel it. So I put it down for a couple of months, for a few years in fact. I never used it, I just relied on cable. Now I'm incorporating it back into my arm workouts and chest and shoulder workouts, which I will showcase very soon. I'm finishing this very long-winded superset, and the back is absolutely pumped with blood, ready for the pull-down exercise. I decided to go on to this hammer strength variation, this more mechanical version of the pull-down, instead of using the cable machine. I find this one is a lot nicer, and I can feel the lower lats a little more than using the cable machine. So I load it up with a few plates here and get to work. Pull downs work the lats, the width of the back. They also get a little bit of the thickness there as well. However, this will predominantly work the lats for the width. And this is where I lack in the back, particularly the upper back as well with the upper traps. However, the lats where the width is concerned is where I'm struggling with. So the pull downs definitely used towards the beginning of my workouts. This is a top set here. I believe I do another drop set. I put on these figure of 8 loop grip straps just to allow me to take away the grip and put everything into the back. A very good exercise here. Not every gym has this type of variation of pull down. A normal pull down will do with a cable. There we go, another superset. However, this one I find is much greater for the contraction at the bottom, and the control is a lot nicer. But there is always still always room for the cable pull down. For this one, I go back down to 20 kilos. Again, very, very light, and not to absolute failure, but I want to pre-exhaust the muscles for my main exercises. I want to get as much blood in there as possible, as much oxygenated blood into the tearing down, into the muscles that are being broken down. The next exercise that I go on to is the row. You can just see the gym is empty. This is how I most like it. I like the gym when it's empty, the atmosphere is quiet and still, and this is where I work at my best. I go on to the bent over pendlay row, a variation of the bent over row that allows me to lift even more weight, still with good form. And I go with 60 kilos at the beginning, and the lower back is it feels very broken today. I hit a very high intense leg session the day before yesterday. I only had 2 exercises, and the DOMS today is insane. I go up to 100 kilo, and I'm still feeling great activation in the mid back here. However, after this set, I think I go a little silly, push the boat out, and this is where the severity of the workout starts to break down. I see how heavy I can go for these bent over rows, so the form drops a bit, and I'm on 120 kilos here. And I've never done any heavier than this, so I just put 140 on and just see what happens. So this is me, I'm just getting strapped up to the bar now for the 140 kilo pendlay. Very, very, very sloppy form here. I can still feel great activation in the mid back, the upper back, very explosive. And then I just finish off with a 180 deadlift for a couple of reps. My hamstrings were absolutely obliterated here. I only managed 2 reps. Normally this is a 5 or 6 rep set, however. The legs really failed today. But this is where things started to lack severity. I just wanted to throw around as much weight as I could and see where my strength levels were at, particularly after a very intense and energy needy leg workout the day before. This is a new exercise that I've been playing with, the dumbbell bent over row. I rarely do this at the moment, however, I've just started to incorporate it into my workouts. I did this when I was around 18 when I did my first bulk, and I must say a very good exercise for the mid and lower lats. The mid back and the lower lats are again for the width of the lat at the bottom and the good density in the mid trap and rhomboids. I'm at 50 kilos here, the heaviest that I've really done in the past, and it's a good weight. I can control this weight with a little bit of swing, so I get a really nice contraction and a good stretch. If your form is too perfect, you'll never know how heavy you can go and put the weight. You can put the muscle under the weight. It could be seen as controversial here. Many people do say that good form's perfect. You've got to use good form, which is important. However, if you can throw weight around, if you can move the mass and replicate the exercise, that's definitely going to break down some muscle fibers there, but your rate of risk injury does increase there, so that's where we need to be careful. Then I experiment with this. I think it's a 60 kilo dumbbell, and this is my ambition to bench press these for reps on the incline bench. So there we go, some more reps there. And this exercise, even going very heavy, I can definitely feel the activation in the lats and the mid back here very well. The right is definitely stronger than the left. And then we go and just finish up with some arms today. Please do like and subscribe. I do definitely appreciate everyone who likes and subscribes and watch the video to the end. I've got a brand new book, Beginner to Beast. It's a bodybuilding book. The link is down below in the description. Do have a look at that and my other bodybuilding book, Bodybuilding for Teens. Coming near Christmas, a great present for your gym enthusiast friends. So definitely like, subscribe, and take a sneak peek at those 2 books. I'll leave my link tree down there as well, so it means that you can look at my other products, which are lifting journals and diaries for the gym. Have a good day, everyone. See you in the next video.